Hey, Raw Nation, it's your girl, Rena Elise, and we are back with another episode of Raw Conversations. Today's episode is going to be why you are not getting the results that you want, okay? A lot of people don't know, and this is the first topic. You are not getting the results that you want because you are still stuck in your old habits/cycles. If you are constantly repeating the same behaviors that are constantly holding you back, don't serve no purpose in your life, you are going to continue to fail the test. When you are in a grade and you fail that grade, well, a long time ago when I was in school, if you fail the grade, you have to repeat that grade until you pass. And the same thing with your life cycles. You will repeat that cycle, repeat that lesson in your life until you pass. And it may come with a different person. It may come with a different environment, but you are going to repeat that lesson until you pass. And a lot of us don't realize that it's a lot of things that hold us back that may be okay for other people, but they serve us no good. Mine's, for me, it was Mary Jane. Anytime I would smoke Mary Jane, I would have anxiety. Well, not every time. This is after a while. Once I kind of knew already that I shouldn't have been doing it. But again, God will reveal stuff to you in crazy ways. But that was something that was holding me back. Every time I would smoke, I would feel lazy. I would feel stuck. I was not being productive like how I wanted to. I was waking up later than normal. I was spending more money than I normally should have. I was not budgeting. I was using my business money to buy drugs. And at some point, you got to be like, baby, you're a fiend, okay? And that's what it was giving me. It was really giving fiend because why are you using your business money? And at the time, you don't see nothing wrong with it until you step back and be like, oh no, this ain't it. And what made me realize it was when I was with somebody else. I was with a group of people for a birthday trip in Atlanta. And me and my homegirl, we was always, cool. We drive to Atlanta from Tennessee, met up with 3 other people, and we was getting frustrated with them because they had to smoke before they did everything. And I used to be like that, but once I slowly tried to walk away from it, it wasn't as bad no more. So I got to actually see what it was doing to me. And that really made me be like, oh yeah, I cannot do that, because we missed out on like hours just for them trying to gather themselves. And it was just like, no, like, it was just too much. And it was to the point where it was kind of like, and this is no shade to my friends. I love them to death and I'm not judging them. I'm not judging anybody who doesn't. I'm just sharing my experience. But it was to the point where it was like, this cycle, I have to break it because I'm not moving forward in my career, because I'm limiting a lot of time, energy, and money by constantly, redoing this habit over and over again. It just was a bad habit for me. And a lot of times y'all have to realize that you have bad habits. Everybody has bad habits. It don't make you a bad person. Your situation don't always define your character, but you do have to take accountability and realize like, hey, this is not good for me. This is hindering me. I have to move around and I cannot do this no more because I'm not being the person that I want to be, nor am I getting the results that I want in my life. The next reason I feel like a lot of people aren't getting the results that they want is because they don't know how to bet on themselves. A lot of times we normally look for other people's like approval, and that's okay, especially when that person means something to you, but it shouldn't be a defining factor in who you are or what you want to do. You have to learn that at the end of the day, if this person was to pass away, then you would be stuck with your own thoughts, your own emotions, and your own decisions. And I had to learn that myself. I used to always call my family like, do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do this? And it was because growing up, in the Black household, it's more do as I say, do as you told, don't question me. And that for me was really hard because it made it hard for me to think for myself. And I didn't really understand until I got older. And I was like, why am I always calling somebody to talk about something that I want to do? Why don't I just do it? And I sat back and I actually did the work, and I realized it was because growing up, you are not really given much options. You're not really given a choice in deciding on what you want to do. And that will affect you growing up. It's really hard for people to say, hey, you know what? Let me go and do this and let me think for myself and do that. For me, it definitely was. I did not know how to make decisions on my own. And so when I moved away and I had to really make decisions on my own, I was constantly making decisions that other people wanted me to make. And it really bit me in the ass at the end of the day. Like, I was not getting the results that I want. And I became severely depressed because I just was not happy with my life. And The goals that I had was not my goals. They were my parents' goals or whoever else goals. And I'm like, dang, why am I not happy? Why am I still stuck in moments where I just feel like I can't get my life right to save my own life? And it was because I was not betting on myself. And once I went through stuff, and honestly, I didn't really get this completely until last year. Once I realized that I cannot keep betting on other people to make decisions for me, and I can't keep putting myself in positions to where other people have the say so in what I'm gonna do, I became a completely different person. And I got a sense of confidence. I got a sense of urgency. I got a sense of discipline that I never knew I needed. And once that happened, a lot of things in my life started to go better. I started getting things, blessings out of nowhere. I started getting more opportunities. I started seeing the alignment in my life. And I'm just like, wow, the reason that my life wasn't going nowhere is because I really wasn't betting on myself. I was betting on other people. And now that I'm solely betting on myself and realizing that it's me and only me, I'm the person that I want to be, and I have the lifestyle that I've always desired. This is my favorite one to talk about. And the third thing is that you have imposter syndrome. Sometimes you really don't know that you have imposter syndrome, but you have to really sit back and talk to yourself. This is the only way that you are going to realize you have imposter syndrome. You have to talk to yourself. You could talk to yourself in your head. You could talk to yourself through your heart. You could pray about it. You could meditate on it. You could write it down, but you have to connect with yourself to realize that you have imposter syndrome. A lot of people don't know what imposter syndrome is. And basically the simplest terms is imposter syndrome is you are not living the life that you desire. You aren't living the life that you think you should live, and the life that you feel like is right, or the life that you feel like is the only way that you're going to get the results that you want, or a certain type of lifestyle that you want. When you know deep down in your heart that is not what you want to do or who you want to be at all. Society has a really big foot on the necks of people that have imposter syndrome, because society, like growing up, people tell you, oh, the American dream. Do this, go to school, get a degree, go to college and get a job and live happy ever after. That is not the life that a lot of people want to live no more. Everybody's desire right now is to get away from the government and to be financially free. And really living that lifestyle or that path probably won't get you there, because that is the system that they designed to actually slow us down. So you wanting a certain type of lifestyle, you're only going to get that if you follow your heart. And that is the simplest thing that I can say about it. If you are not following your heart, you will forever have imposter syndrome. You have to realize that you live every day and you only die once. Once you die, I don't know what happens, but I know that you're not living anymore. So every day that you have to live, do not take your life for granted. Make the best of it. Do what you got to do. Align yourself with your purpose. Pray on it, meditate, write it down. Do whatever you need to do, but get yourself out of this imposter syndrome. Be who you want to be and live in your truth. Don't worry about what other people are going to think, because the people that are supposed to be in your life will not make you feel bad. Please wrap your head around that. The people and the things that you need in your life, that when you are living in your truth, it will make you happy. You will not feel sad because you are living in your truth. If somebody is making you feel a certain type of way because you are who you want to be and living how you want to live, that person is not for you. And you need to grow some courage and let them go, because they are going to hold you back. People's thoughts, energies, and feelings can affect you whether you are strong or not. You have to be mindful of the company that you keep. So yeah, living your truth. Let's get rid of that imposter syndrome. Fourth thing on the list that is holding you back is that you care what other people think about you. Growing up, when I tell y'all, I never cared what nobody thought about me. And I used to just live so happy. I used to just be like, oh, la, 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 la. Then when I first stepped into my adulthood, I felt a lot of pressure. I'm like, dang, some of these kids is rich and some of these people is driving new cars and my car all busted up, and I'm working here and I'm bartending and I'm doing this and I'm living with this person. Everybody got their own apartments and stuff. And I went into a shell because I'm like, I don't want nobody to know this type of life I got. And it was like, why do I care if somebody knows the struggle that I'm in? If they not finna help me, then do it really matter? Because if you ain't finna help me, then you can't really say too much. you know? And if you're not gonna put me in a position to where I can be where you at, then it's nothing really you could say. But some people do talk down to you. And I did have moments like that where friends, family talk down on your situation. But all in all, I just started to realize that these people don't care about my well-being, because if they did, they wouldn't rain on my parade. They would help me out. And that helped me realize that their opinions did not matter. And you have to realize that too, whether you are trying to be an influencer, or trying to be a doctor, or trying to be a preacher, whatever you are trying to do, whatever your heart desires and is telling you to do, you have to do it without the outside opinion, because you're going to get it anyway. You're going to get it anyway. Do you know how many people did not believe Jesus? He's Jesus. There's really nothing else to say. Like, they didn't believe it. It's people that still don't believe. It's people that still don't believe. And that's okay. That's their prerogative. That's for them to figure out at the end of the day. But it really don't matter what they think, because it's still getting done. Do you get what I'm saying? It's still going to happen no matter what they think. So you can't try to figure out why people feel like this about you, why people thinking that, because that's only going to what? Rain on your parade, slow you down, hold you back, and you're not going to elevate. This also goes with number 4. And the 5th thing on the list is you want to fit in. You're not going to fit in. I'm sorry to tell you, you're not. A lot of people would think that I fit in. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, she has a nice shape. Or she does content. Da, da, da. I don't fit in with nobody. I never have. I've always had friends, but I didn't even fit in with those friends. I was always the friend in the group that had other friends. No matter what group of friends I had, I was cool with everybody. I'm cool with everybody. I don't fit in. Because at the end of the day, I'm me. I'm not trying to be like you, and I don't want to be like you, and I don't need to look like you. I'm cool. I don't need that. That's one thing that I can really pride myself on, to say, I've never tried to fit in. I am the fit in, okay? I am that. I am she. Fitting in don't serve you. It don't. Following trends, it don't serve you. Now, you may have to do a trend for marketing purposes or to get clients, and that's fine, but that should not become your identity, because once something is over, it's over, and you can be over with it. So if you have your own originality or your own personality or your own persona, then you will be okay. You don't have to fit in. Sometimes people want to be like you, like, oh, I like that she did that shit. That's different. I ain't never seen nobody. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace who you are. Don't try to fit in with the status quo or meet the standards of other people, because I promise you, it's not going to serve you, and it's just unnecessary. And it really can't stop you from being your best self, because you're so worried about other things and trying to be like other people. And it's like, that's going to hold you back, because your focus is not on you. The 6th thing on the list that's going to hold you back is that you don't have faith. No matter who you believe in, what you believe in, whatever higher power, if you believe in yourself, you don't have faith in you, your higher power, or your process. That was something that I struggled with a lot, because I would get overwhelmed and I would be like, I quit, I give up. And it's like, every time you give up, you put a pause on your desires. You put a pause on your dreams. You put a pause on the results that you want, because the journey got to happen no matter what type of mood you in. No matter how you feel about it, the journey got to happen. So if you want to say, hey, I don't, this is too much, I can't do it, and this don't seem like it's right for me, that's fine. But when you get that bright idea again, because you're going to always have that desire lingering in your heart, you're going to start from where you stopped, because that's a part of your journey. You have to go through certain motions and certain lessons to get to where you need to be. You have to have self-development, character development. You have to have people that come in out of your life, opportunities, and everything is aligned, everything is connected. So you have to experience certain things to get to where you want to be. And the moment you put a pause on all of that, you really put a pause on it. So it's better to just have the faith that you know that you should have in yourself, your higher power, and in your dreams, and just keep going and push through. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult, but I promise you, you're going to get the results that you want with the faith that you have, long as you have it. No matter how big or how small it is, if you have it, it's going to work out. The last thing on the list, and one of the most important things, is that you lack confidence. You need to have confidence. You need to have confidence in yourself and your dreams and your journey and the people that you involve in your process. You need to have confidence in everything. You need to have confidence. You can't be the best version of yourself, and you cannot get to where you need to be if you don't believe in yourself. You need to be very strategic on who you are. You need to be very aware of what you do. You need to be very confident in your ability to maneuver and to do those things that you said that you wanted to do. You have to have confidence to accomplish things. You have to. If you have fear, your dreams and all of that, it's not going to work, because you can't have something good being afraid of it. It's just, they are two things that don't go together. You ever hold magnets against each other and they bounce off? That's fear and that's your desires. They do not go together. So you have to have confidence, and you have to have, again, like I said, faith, and believe that you are capable of doing exactly what you said you wanted to do. You are capable of being the person that you said that you were going to be. No matter what outside people, what outside distractions, no matter what outside obstacles come your way, you still have to believe in yourself to the point where you know, no matter what is going on, I know that I can do this. I know that this is slight work. I know I can get to where I need to be, because if not me, then who? But that's the end of the video. I just want to come on here and let y'all know that you are not getting the results that you want because you are afraid. You're afraid. You are afraid. You are not doing the things that you need to do. You're not putting the work in. You have to grow. You have to change your ways. You have to maneuver into a better version of yourself. You have to have faith and confidence in everything that you do. You have to keep your word. You have to stay grounded. You have to really hustle, and you have to get it done. But thank you for coming to Raw Conversations episode 2. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that ding that bell so you can get notifications whenever I'm posting something new. And bye.